goals, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me. When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Can Zeke deke again? It's the coach. You're watching Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, Ezekiel Elliott, fresh off 100 yards a week ago, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the San Francisco 49ers. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of these stats. Call as
introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Let's go for it.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off, however he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And everyone always tells me the fullback is leaving the game, and then I say, hold on a second. What about Kyle Juszczyk? Two-time Pro Bowler, maybe the best all-around fullback in the game for his ability to block, catch, and occasionally run the football inside.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. A run through the starters defensively for the Texans. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Fields. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Fields. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
Now Williams, off play action, escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Williams now operating from the gun, and that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fairbairn now, following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for them, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are part of the passing game. And we see a lot of big plays, as we just saw there.
They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The numbers there for Howard a week ago. 3 catches, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work. Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave me underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And right now, a lot to like on that screen. They've wrapped up the division, now currently sitting in the coveted number 2 spot. Of course, you'd love number 1, but if you can't have one, number 2 is pretty good.
I agree with you totally, and here's the other part, too. The really good teams, the really confident teams, they're not as worried about being number 1. 2 is fine because they feel like they can go on the road and win against number 1 if they absolutely have to. The big thing, though, is clinching one of those early buys and able to sit and get a little rest as the playoffs begin.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. And he finds Howard complete.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
He finds an opening past the 40. He's got a man. It's Williams. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Draw play. Elliott fights loose. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 27. This is Elliott. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Now Elliott, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Elliott, and he's going to take it in. touchdown, San Francisco. Ezekiel Elliott, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point up and through by Myers, and we are even at 10 apiece. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away, and it culminates in a touchdown. Elliott. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Open man is Higgins. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Let's see if we can do this.
Throwing on first down. Williams flush to his right. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd and 1. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Joejuan Williams, the rookie Vandy product, there to bat it away.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football, and he'll break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
What do you do?
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Oh, thank the Lord, huh?
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A first down and then some. 36 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
No INTs. No.
Now Elliott. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they will take the lead at 13-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
And now out comes Houston. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. Looking to throw. Williams. He finds his man Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. One crisis averted, but they still need to move hastily. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
No way.
Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
There's no way.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So
under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Chew it, I don't care, dude. Chew it.
10th carry now for Allen. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the 1st quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run.
Keep playing hard, fellas.
Chew it right now.
Let's get it.
To throw on 3rd down. Fields. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Texans will burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 1st half. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard. And got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Here's Williams on 1st down. Flushed out right. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Williams throwing on first down. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Williams under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Looking to throw. Williams escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my goal.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. On third down, Fields That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from the first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Williams looking to throw on second down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To throw on second down, Fields. His throw incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And now out comes Houston. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is...
He's got a man, complete, 20, touchdown, Houston. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Williams now off the play fake, letting one go, and that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 14. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Fields. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Byron Murphy. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when we see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
There he goes inside the 30. Escapes the defender, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play on the ground there, and goes for 36 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Fields. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Fields firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st down, Fields. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's take him out. Let's take him out. We'll put dials in there. Power back. Laz could get in there and play.
My eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go get the...
Watch the safety creep.
Unless it's man.
Here's Williams to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A great pickup there, 35 yards, and obviously the 1st down to go along with it.
To get the 1st down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that 1st down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. And they'll indeed take a knee. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the 1st half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Oh.
So for Houston, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Andre Johnson got to be a 1,000-yard receiver. Crazy upgrade.
I would not crash. They would not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man up.